What is happening, y'all? Kupikage here, and welcome back to Ruin King, a League of Legends story heroic playthrough. When we last left off, we continued our journey through Thresh's dungeon, finishing the lower wards in the Anguish Halls, and now we are off towards the Relic Halls. Wonder how much fighting this place is going to require. I'm going to go down here first. And sure enough, there's an enemy right in front of me. Come this way. Come hither. We should level up after a couple more fights.
This will be quick.
Excuse me.
Knock him down.
He's gonna stack up fear quickly if I don't kill him. Or terror. Called terror. My bad. Yeah, there's the terror, alright.
Looking good.
Wipe him out. God, I love this game.
You're done.
Yasuo, you kinda let me down there, buddy. It's alright, we can just cleanse the terror.
The goddess blesses us.
He's looking bad for you. Swift like vengeance. That's how we do it.
Many
An unexpected kindness.
you are kind.
Yasuo may hurt a lot here. Yeah!
Deserved.
Alawi? Alright, let's get him to drop his guard
Sorry, friend.
and unleash hell.
Too easy.
Time success.
Pierce. Let the wind stand ready.
Learn your lesson.
That is our level up. Everybody is level 22 now. Now, let's take a look. It looks like it's nothing but runes. Naturally, I don't care about these other characters as of this moment, but I do care about them. There's attack power, haste, crit chance, crit chance, crit chance, crit chance. Take this one away. Let's see what we can grab here. We have our level 4 runes. We got to redo this whole thing then. Crit damage, crit chance. There's lifesteal, crit chance by 20. Okay, yep. These guys get their stuff completely redone. 40% stamina increase. Concussive strength seems pretty good. Damage shields are a must. Good enough. And Alawi, the most important one. Stamina by 40%. Heals, heals. Let's see. Resistances. And beginning a battle with a tentacle. That is going to revolutionize our combat flow. The flame burns with boundless energy. Whispers encroach from the edges of the room, imploring someone to stare deeply within the flame. Who should gaze into its embers? Yasuo. Yasuo stares deeply into the flame. When he blinks, he is back in Ionia, meditating atop of a large cliff overlooking the water. His flute in hand, he relaxes as a warm breeze flows over him. What would you give to conquer those that threaten you? An unseen voice asks. Yasuo is startled by the voice. He looks around for its source but finds nothing. Perhaps it is just the wind. Would you give a little of your life essence to empower yourself and your friends to defeat your enemies? It asks. Tell me. Yes. As you wish, the voice says. An object coalesces in your hand. A gift from the flame. To Braum. Braum stares deeply into the flame. Suddenly he is transported to Freljord. The fire he is looking at is a campfire in his village. He is surrounded by friendly faces around the fire. But one of those faces looks serious, and instead of partaking in the jovial conversation around the fire, he instead looks unwaveringly at Braum. He speaks, but his mouth does not move. Instead, Braum merely hears an unseen voice. Tell me, Braum, would you give some of your life to help others? Some of your life essence to protect those around you? As you wish. And Alawi. Alawi stares deeply into the flame. When she turns her head, she is in a different place, staring at the walls of a Buru temple. Priests and priestesses enter and leave the chamber she is in. She is kneeling at an altar in meditation. What would you give to protect your people? An unseen voice asks. Alawi glances side to side, looking for the voice, demanding it to reveal itself. She finds nothing. Priestess, you have given much, but would you give some of your life essence to defend those around you from harm? The voice asks. Yes, as you wish. Alright, we took some damage. Whatever. Give me some fun over here. Hey, look, it's a big fella. Alawi has a lot of HP now. I love terror stacks.
Not half bad. Knock him down.
Big hits.
Swift, like vengeance.
Let Rom show you. Lift with the
Get rid of that
knees,
terror.
Crash with the whole body.
Get rid of the terror again.
Too easy.
Sorry.
Wind flows through me.
Okay, he is big dead. Any more enemies I should be aware of? The mist is too thick to enter. Come on out.
Don't worry, I'll make this quick.
Alawi doesn't care.
All good things take time. Even bolder strength.
Not half bad.
Wipe them out. All of them. tome first.
Easy now.
Ouch.
Too easy.
Ouch. The end is here.
Swift like vengeance. Never gets old.
Just leaves the big fella now. Take out that terror. Big damage. Not big damage.
I am the avalanche.
That's how we do it.
The test of
Down he goes.
this costs teeth.
Okay, so I can't go in there. Hang on, when touched robes, is that... Okay, better Yasuo armor, cool. Ooh, this is gonna be fun. Big Mind Reaper.
Sorry.
Too easy.
Solid.
Gotta cleanse that terror. Now.
Stand up straight when you face me. Got what you deserve. That's how we do it. Good.
This is it, friends.
Do not want to take 80% of my max HP. Gotta keep that terror off.
The goddess round.
Almost enough.
Pierce.
Okay, some goodies over this way. Firebrand. But why Braum? What did Braum do to you?
So watch closely.
Oh, that hurt.
Looking good.
Through strength, through heart.
Knock him down.
I don't think I'm gaining overcharge from being hit anymore with the Lowy. Whatever, she's healing.
You deserve.
I live to fight.
Not half bad.
He's got Share Pain on, which means I'm about to abuse that man.
Get on!
Too easy.
Judgment comes.
That's how we do it. Gonna need a drink. The wind, stand ready. I'd stay down. On to the next one.
You got that right, Yasuo. But first, more mana for Alawi. She is burning through it like it's nobody's business. We have a chest. Some extra potions. I mean, we clearly see the way to the Library of Agony, which I believe is the last area for Thresh's dungeon before the boss fights. Let's go down the long hall. Too powerful. What do we have here? The sweet scent of the living. Someone has escaped their cage. An impish creature perches over a tome and eyes you suspiciously. Brazen of you to walk about, but you wouldn't be the first fool to defy the will of Thresh, it says. The imp inhales deeply, savoring your smell. It's been years since I've had last had a visitor. Why don't we play a game? I will give you a tome from my collection, and all you have to do is answer a few questions correctly. What happens if I fail? Oh, I'll take something from you, but it won't be anything that you'll miss, it says. Just a little of your life essence. Don't worry, you're alive. You'll recover. Go ahead, ask your questions. Through the generations, I may be passed down and shared. Used am I among a group of people, but when the distance gets too far, I take a different form. At the end of the day, I compensate you for your efforts, possessing me as a status symbol of sorts. Language. Incorrect. Ouch. Imp smirks at you. Care to try again? Okay, let's try again. I'm gonna say currency. Ever moving I am, in certain and unpredictable ways. To contain me is to lose my power. For only unbridled am I cruel. Sailors love me, so much so that for some I am in their bed forever. The ocean. Very good, and lastly answer me this. I am something you cannot run from. I never tire, nor do I rest. Though you may never see me, we are both heading towards each other, all the time. What am I? Fate. Ah, a deal's a deal, it says. I believe I owe you something. It's not like I'll miss the tome for long. I'll simply retrieve it from your corpse later, the imp says. A prayer book. Not sure what I'm supposed to do with that. Oh. I need misfortune in order to grab this. We'll do that when we do our legendary weapon, which is not going to be long now. A stuffed Yordle. And of course, new weapons for her. What does the stuffed Yordle do? Bonus damage, evade, and stamina. Oh! We shall return when we go after Misfortune's legendary weapon. Might just do the entire Thresh's dungeon again when we get there. What do we have here? Ah, another prisoner absconded. I can tell by your scent that the unliving curse is yet to stain your being, at least for now. Curious that you possess that amulet. You've managed to imbue it so well thus far, but your luck has run out. Only I can grant access to the upper levels, and I will not aid any prisoner of Thresh. The device in the center of the room spins with irregular periods that are almost hypnotic. An old, ominous voice speaks. Unwelcome guests, state your affair. Who are you? You may call me Amon. No need to introduce yourselves. I already know all about you. The goings-on at the lower levels always reach me. If you won't help us, why don't you attack or stop us? Thresh did not fancy me slaughtering his toys prematurely, so I agreed to stop. You are mortal. You will perish soon enough. And besides, I have seen the threads ahead for you. Death is in your wake, and it delights me. Are you trapped in that device? Trapped in such a narrow view of looking at it. This is merely where I currently reside. Are you trapped in the material plane then? I am here now, and later I will not be. I can leave, but it entertains me to stay. That all could change in what's the term you would use, in a heartbeat. Do you serve Thresh? Again, with a narrow view. Does the air serve your lungs? Do you serve the trees that breathe it back? No, they exist in the same space. and are bound by laws agnostic to their desires. The simple models in your mind that you project onto every being you meet, needing everything to fit, are so tiresome. Do you control that gate? No, I do not control that gate. I control who enters and leaves through that gate. What's in the upper levels? It doesn't matter. You will never see it. It would be like describing to a fly what happens in a book. There's no point. Too powerful. Ah, this guy. Please, no more. Let me rest. Give me rest. We do not serve Thresh. You're not with him. Yes, I see that now. What do you ask? Do you know anything about the entity outside your room? The gatekeeper. Ammon. Ornery fellow. But a demon's power comes from its name, or rather ignorance of its name. If you know the true name of a demon, you can gain control of it. Can command it. But he has kept it from us. I doubt even Thresh knows his name. There may be a way, however. I can commune with my signifer? Mentor? I can commune with my mentor, who had passed to the spirit realm before the ruination. He may have access to such knowledge. I see no chains. Why don't you leave this place? The door is warded against the unliving. In my weakened state, it would destroy me. How did you come to be in this place? I don't want to think I was betrayed, but somehow Thresh found out what I was doing. I was guiding a lost traveler, and just as she was about to reach safety, a hook flew out of the darkness. I'll never forget the sound of it connecting, and the shock. I saw the look in her eyes when she pleaded with him. No, she said, I'm not ready. I'm not ready yet. He followed her to find me, you see. It's my fault she was caught. It haunts me still. What was your life before coming here? I was a monk of the Brethren of the Dusk Monastery. A signifier, there it is. Mostly spent my time in books, interpreting, and also handling the treasury. Omulon was my name. I still remember it after all these years. After the, whatever you want to call it, the rolling black cloud, the ruination. I sought out the other monks, but they weren't like me. They were mindless. Lost, I could not guide them. My brothers recognized me no more. It gets muddled here. Time. I only recall fragments of decades. There are a lot of books here. That is Thresh's doing. He constructed this to resemble my old monastery office. It is but a pale facsimile, an unholy mockery of the place I used to call home. Sometimes when I read, he fills my thoughts with visions of unliving and abominations as torment, trying to break me, by making me see all the people I couldn't save. He tailors his torture for the individual. I just think of my garden and spending time there, under the sun. He cannot take that away from me, so he cannot touch me. How do we commune with your mentor? I've lost the words of the communion over the years, so a prayer book is one. A monk must breathe a special incense for their words to carry over the spirit realm. And lastly, a heavenly bell to end the prayer must be rung. Where do we find the things you need? Let's see what you need. I swear I've heard a heavenly bell rung, echoing from the chambers below. Perhaps another prisoner stowed one away. That is all. Return here when you have what I need. Lower levels, heavenly bell. I guess I had to go down there all along. Let me go back to the lower wards. Is that where it is? It is. I couldn't unlock this before. When the world gives you naught, the only thing left is prayer. We got the bell. Give the communion item components to Amulon. You found them. Wonderful. I've always had faith I would find everything. I always had faith you would find everything, champion. Begin the communion? Yes. Come, let us begin. Amulon begins praying. Amulon, dear child, my heart weeps. What has happened to you? How can I be of service? Master, I have so much to tell you, but we have an urgent request. Anything, Amulon. There is an entity nearby trapped in the vessel. He calls himself Amon. We need to know his true name. I see. A moment. Yes, here. His true name is Amonagoras. Amulon, be careful. He is quite dangerous. We shall be, Master. Our time grows short. I cannot maintain the communion. Call upon me anytime, dear child, when you have the strength. I pray we can meet again, under better conditions. The incense burns out. I must recover. I do not possess the vitality of my youth anymore. Amonagoras. Speak the entity's true name. Amonagoras. What? No! How did you? Don't you dare! Think before you speak your next words. Let us through the gate. Hold your amulet out in front of you. There it is. There, it is infused with my power. Are you satisfied with that command? Yes. It's been a millennia since never have I suffered such... Well, word spreads, no sense in remaining. Amonagoras disappears from this plane. I should be able to open up this door before I continue on. Ancient Pauldron. That is a Brahm item. With rejuvenation built in. Ain't that something? Will this thing allow me through the mist now? I don't think it does. But it's worth a shot. The mist is too thick to enter. Onwards. And now we are in the Library of Agony. If I see an enemy, I'm backing up. I see an enemy. Another stuffed Jordal. We got time. We can fight through this, I think.
Wait. These markings are like the ones I found in the Blessed Vault.
Your people made them?
Yes. The Vasani, my ancestors. These artifacts belong to them. It's a strange feeling to see the traces they left behind. This is the closest I've ever been to them. It feels like the closest I've ever been to anyone.
That's not true. We're here.
You believed yourself the only one, yes?
Through countless centuries, though that seemed impossible. But what What is that demon Thresh doing with their artifacts?
Have you found something?
I am unsure.
What is up?
It's another sunstone. A vessel. This must be the one Gangplank brought here for Thresh. But this one seems dim, as if it's been drained. Yet still, I can hear something. Something from within. Voices and feelings. Memories that feel familiar. If these are my ancestors' memories, why can't I see them clearly? They call to me, but they feel foreign. Is there something wrong with me?
If your people truly held secrets, it is no surprise that Thresh would be trying to steal them.
I'll never know what secrets this sunstone held, but at least I can keep it with me. Perhaps it will be useful later. For now, though, there are more pressing matters.
An interesting discovery. Perhaps this will connect you to your ancestors. No one should be alone.
I hope that is true.
So, what do we got in front of us? Enemies. Battles. Alright, we're gonna take a step back so we can reload the room. And this is where we're going to stop for the day. I appreciate everybody for watching, and I'll see you all next time when we tackle This is the Library of Agony. Until then, I'll see you all next time.